building that is the result of a private investment has higher level of private integrity.
But no building is built in a private vacuum. As a matter of fact, closer you are getting to the city center, higher responsibility toward public spaces are.
But in the metropolitan cities, we can often see how unfortunately this principle doesn't often apply.
Today, we will strip the architecture of the brand new headquarters of BNP Paribas Bank in Brussels and see its impact on the public space.
After this episode, you will be well equipped to check and control the impact of the privately developed buildings over the public space in your city.
Ready? Let's go!
As we have mentioned before, the building is located in the heart of Brussels and it lays on an intersection of important walkways, such as...
In the middle of very important axis where indoor and outdoor are mingling. So you have Hammerstein Gallery, Bazaar entrance, the access to the Royal Park, and you get this numb building at the left side.
Problem is the bunker facade. Though we have these vertical elements, as a pedestrian we always see this building from oblique and side angles. So you always end up seeing this facade as one solid entity. So, as we're walking along the numb facade of this building, as you can see it's well protected, we come to one section that should be in an act of a public promenade. This is the only section that was delegated and developed for the public, but as you can see it is a bit liminal and there is no benches nor any other kind of urban equipment to keep the pedestrians to sit around and use this space. So it's actually a little bit wasted. We have the fronts, the glass fronts, which are fully protected and blind with a billboard and ads. Like you have a glass wall here and then you have a plastered wall behind.
As we see, the massive facade creates an urban canyon which generates like a hostile environment in the area. Lots of winds, not friendly at all to hang out or to walk around.
Image of power. All these thousands of colonnades are here to intimidate you, to make you a little bit scared. If you look at the language carefully, what is used in the facade, you'll see golden windows and white flashy concrete. And don't let's be fooled. That place in the center, it's not a public space. That's open just for clients and it's closing after the working hours, also in the weekend. At the same time, the material, the golden material and the white concrete material used in the building should deliver you a message that you should be careful what you're doing while you're inside.
Problem number 6. Illusion of a public space. The inner court is private, under surveillance and gated after working hours. However, many people though tend to misconcept this space as a public space.
Like you see lots of people, even people who work here will not dare to come and chill here, hang out.
Problem number 6, and listen closely and look at the diagram on the right side. The inner court doesn't come as a generosity of the developer, but it is actually emerges as a functional need. The building occupies maximum of its given volume, so the main function of the inner court is to provide sunlight to the offices on the inside of the building and not to operate as a public space, as it is promoted.
You see in the diagram, we have inner courts owned by private properties and they are donated to public use. These inner courts should be inclusively designed in a proper, high-quality way. And if the private investor fails to deliver such high-quality inner courtyard, it's better to have a sit-back on their side and then the public will design its public space in high quality. By the way, it's not one inner big court, it's divided in two and it's squeezed for better control. Building a monofunctional office building in Brussels, city that they never thought about alternative public uses in the building. For example, like we see here on the right side of the screen, kindergarten, more open ground floor for the public, and even upstairs, more like housing.
And if we go with a stripping sketch for today's story, we'll see that actually this beautiful facade, what they say, for us, or we see it just as a theater that should hide the profitable project behind. Thank you very much for staying with us in this show. As you know, subscribe, follow, and see you in the next episode. Bye bye.
Cheers.